Hi. So just a short video. Usually, I try to think of some topics that I think would be good to share, something that would give you any bit of value. And a lot of times, I'm just sharing very small moments and segments and thoughts out of my day or life. And, I hope that people take just, okay, one little bit that I can look at and evaluate that little thing instead of taking it as a whole thing for their life and their day. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Today I thought it would be good to just share my journey. Some people watch my content for things they can get themselves. Others, well, they might like me. Yay, great if you do. But for me, it's also like my personal documentation, my journey. I'm just sharing my life. Some of it with you, some of it is for myself. I'm just amazed to see how far I'm getting in life. And specifically, I've had a lot of issues with self-love. I've had to learn it in lots of ways, and I'm still learning it. But lately, my whole schedule changed in the last few days. Like if I used to, I can wake up and I can go take the dog out for a walk and I can do workouts and I can take a shower, then go straight into doing sessions and work with my anime team and go do stuff. And I would have the whole, let's say routine or sort of okay, I know what I'm going to do and repeat it every day. And, sometime throughout the day, once a week, I would go to this Yumeiho Therapy. Great. Now it changed. Now it's more like I'm helping someone to study hardcore, intense stuff, like a few-year material in just a month. So 9 to 5, it's sort of learning, digesting it, then doing it all over again in an hour, then doing it all over again, teaching someone else and just giving it to them and stuff like that. So it's already the whole day is gone. And I my whole schedule changed and it's going to be like that for a whole month right now. But at the same time, I'm just amazed with, it's like having second gear and third gear or that second breathing. I don't know what you people call it, but it's like doing this huge project and then jumping onto other thing and jumping onto other thing and jumping on other thing. And it's that people call it hustle where you just go over the top. But the thing is, I used to not push myself that hard. And if I would get a massive burnout. Now, I mean, of course, it's just starting, but I've been noticing how I put a lot of effort into working. And recently, this a bit of self-love, the way I express it for myself is I'm just gonna reward myself. And once a week, I'm gonna go to this Yumeiho Therapy. Man, the latest thing for me is the whole my emotions are more stable, my whole nervous system is getting better. I react to life better. And the biggest things, it used to be my periods. It would just go over the top and I would do some spiritual work. I would do past life regression, get rid of some blockages and stuff. But the latest thing, it's through the whole Yumeiho therapy, there's this little part. And of course, people might do this technique a little bit differently. They might add a bit more to it here and there. But there's a part where a person is just going to work on their stomach and it's kind of putting things together and allowing things to go normally the flow through and everything else. But that whole thing, part of the technique is used to help people with fertility. A lot of women go to doctors and take pills and go through a lot of processes to get the baby when they're not having fertility. But there's people who are basing science. I think it started in Belgium with Yumeiho therapy practices in Belgium, where they were applying it for people or for women that had issues with fertility. And applying this method allowed them to be fertile again. And it's just all about the bloodstream and getting things flowing and everything else. So with that, I don't know if I have issues with fertility or not. That's not a thing. But for me, I used to have hardcore menstrual cramps. First day, I can't do anything. It just kills me, so to speak. And I would rather die. And then I just get out of the body and I'm not here all day long and all this stuff. So it's just pretty much traumatizing. But it's been kind of first time in 9 years since I haven't taken pills. It's been a few days already. And I'm oh my God, I feel like a normal person. I feel like this is just another day in my great life. And no pain. So I'm celebrating this. For me, it's a major win because my menstrual week would be oh, okay, forget whatever I was going to do and just limit it and just try to survive and then get through it and then start living again, after a week and so. But now it was it's just a normal day in life. So yay, a win for me. So that's my self-expression of love is in rewarding myself with Yumeiho therapy, learning more about myself and getting better. Another thing is you might have heard Rich talk about Expert 9, like stem cells and those Lifewave patches and everything else. So what the hell, like I'm trying it out as well. And it's hard to tell for me, like what's giving me more benefits, but I'm kind of like, I don't know, like 20 days or plus, I've been wearing this like patch, like, every day I change it up and all this stuff. But I noticed like I have like way more energy than usual. My whole body's more stabilized because I don't need as much. I try to work out or at least maintain things. But I would used to get like run out of energy. At some point in the day, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 p.m., I'm kind of done with the day. Now it's like I woke up at 4 a.m., it's 8 p.m., and I'm going strong and all the way. Like, great. Like, I'm going to burn out anyway, but I have to make sure, like, hey, stop, take care of yourself, go get some sleep, eat proper food and everything else, like do the whole processes and make sure I have like 10 hours for myself. As in, go for a bath or whatever I would like feel good about. But I'm just noticing like in my daily life, I can just do more stuff. I'm more like emotionally more stable because like working on my triggers and everything else would be one thing, but then me, my type, how I grew up, I would just close up as a person. I'm not too communicative. Like, yeah, I make a video once in a while, but if I'm not really making videos, I'm like zip. And all day long, I'm just not gonna say a thing. I don't have to smile necessarily, but I'm not really into talking. I'm not really into like it's just not on my thing. But lately I've been little chatterbox here and there. Like I feel like more expressive, I feel lighter, I feel more energized. So maybe this thing is helping. Yay, if it is. If not, like I haven't tried separating because like for me, I'm just like changing a lot of things and I think I'm doing it properly to where I feel a lot of benefits and it just builds on top of each other as a like great foundation to help me more in life. But anyway, like I'm just like sort of surprised because it used to be kind of hard to maintain such a sort of this kind of schedule and work and everything else. But I just feel like I just have an extra bag of energy with myself. So just sharing some wins, like and I'm also wondering like what are some of the things you're doing in life, like because hey, eventually like like you're all doing way more than me. I'm pretty sure about that. And things you're doing to, make money, to take care of yourself or your family or surroundings, and then how can you manage? Like, what are some of the things that you do to take care of yourself? What are some of the things that help you get through the day? How are you rewarding yourself if you're doing those things? And if not, why? And, like, please share your experience because this whole self-development journey, it's all about you. It's all about me for me. It's all about you for you. But like, eventually we have to take care of ourselves. So like, I'm really happy and I'm celebrating the moments where I do great in life. And at the same time, I'm like, sort of like, with all that, I have to like use introspection to like reflect on the day and like, hey, it was a great day. I used up a lot of energy. Now it's time to chill. Now I have to finish off, not anything else that would require too much out. And now it's getting back, resting, doing things I love, things I would like, things that would make me happy and all this stuff. So, I'm doing it for myself. I want you to be aware that if you're doing it for you and if you are great, please share if you want to. And yeah, this is just a day in the life, whatever, just sharing my little time here. So anyway, thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.